Hello viewers, welcome back to Ohio Airgun Shooter. This video, I'm just going to do some testing with my Crosman 1077 CO2 powered air rifle. This is basically just the Woodstock version of the 1077 repeat air, as they call it. It utilizes a rotary magazine with a capacity of 12 shots. Powered by a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge. And I have did a couple videos on this before. I think one before I removed the anti-hammer or hammer anti-bounce device, and then I did I think I did a short or two afterwards with some increased velocities. However, I want to test this. Haven't tested it outside yet. Today's temperature is 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Not bad for the middle of September. That's what, 28 degrees Celsius. So should get some pretty good velocity numbers with this. It's like a few of the lightest lead pellets that I have. I'm gonna start with these RWS Super H points. They're 6.9 grain, and then I have the 7 grain RWS Hobbies. And then I also have these Daisy, just flat nose. They're 7.94 grains. So everything's under 8 grains. So I'm just curious, you know, what kind of velocity I'm getting with this without that hammer anti-bounce device. And I got 12 of the RWS Super H points loaded up. I'll see how many good shots I get off the single cartridge with this 12 shots. I might just go ahead and switch out the CO2 cartridges for each magazine. That way we have a fair chance at whatever, you know, good velocities we can get. So yeah, I got my chronograph outside. I got it in the shade, so hopefully we can see the numbers. And let's get this thing baby loaded up. And I already had the cartridge installed. It's been sitting probably for about a half hour out here in the 84 degree temperature, so should get some pretty good numbers. All right, got the chronograph turned on. Got it in the shade here so we can see it. First 10 rounds, RWS Super H point, 6.9 grain, Crosman 1077. A little box over here. I'll just be shooting into that. Alright. .3 608.0 611 603.9 589.2 564.2 553.9 534.2 525.8 526.9 509.3 510.5. That was the last shot. So started over 600 feet per second, and then we dropped all the way down into the 500s. 12 shots, RWS Super H points. The Crosman 1077. I'm going to change out the CO2 cartridge and switch to the RWS Hobbies and do 12 more shots. Next up, the 7-grain RWS Hobbies. These are flat nose. I'm just going to call off the numbers to you. I got 12 of them loaded up. Not 10, I think I said 10 in the previous clip. But it does hold 10 rounds, or 12. Jeez. Alright. I did install a fresh CO2 cartridge. Crosman, by the way. Alright. Just going to sit here so I don't... I'll stand. Alright. $652.3. $642.3. That one did not read. $591.3. Pretty big drop. $578.3. Did not read. 551.5. 543. 532. 528.2. 514.3, steadily dropping. 507.1. That was the last shot. Again, 7-grain RWS Hobby. Alright, let's change the CO2 real quick. Already took the old other one out. Again, it does take one 12-gram CO2 cartridge. Again, I have Crosman brand. I committed a sin the other day and I used a Crosman brand in an Umarex air rifle. Please, nobody call Interpol on me. But just using a drop of Crosman pelgun oil on the tip. Install it. Nozzle first. Screw it in. As far as it will go. You hear a little bit of a hiss. And just tighten it up the rest of the way. And you're ready to go. This time I have just some off-the-shelf Daisy flat nose pellets. It's just an old, very old little container of them. I haven't, probably a good 20 years old. So again, just a little flat pellet. Pretty light, actually. They loaded in the magazine really well. Again, they're I weighed them on a scale and I got 7.94 grains. So I'll call out the numbers to you again. When you load this, make sure the cylinder goes towards the rear. Snaps right on in there. Alright, shot number 1. 7.94 grain Daisy flat nose. $607.7. I did not read. Stand a little further back. 544.1. 545.3. 540.2. Now, I did just pierce it and started shooting, so I didn't really allow it to warm up to the ambient temperature, which is 84 degrees Fahrenheit, or what, 28 degrees Celsius. 538.2. 509.2. 498.6, so below 500. 491.3. 483.2. 472.4. 464.1. That was the last shot. So, pretty much stayed in the 500s, dropped below the 500s with the Daisy 7.9 grain flat nose. I'm going to use the same CO2 cartridge for something. I'm just going to allow it to warm up for a little while. I'm going to try some alloy pellets. These are the lightest that I have, the Olympia domed 5.5 grain. So I'll load up 12 of these, use the same CO2 cartridge, and see how well these do. Alright, next up, the Olympia dome, or Olympia shot, domed, lead-free pellet, 5.5 grains. I did go ahead and change out the CO2 cartridge. Your rifle has been warming up with it pierced for probably over a half hour now. Drop the magazine. Had to change the angle because the sun was starting to get a glare. Alright, let's see how these do. These are the lightest. Alright, I don't know if you can see the number with the light reflection, so I'll just go ahead and call it out. That one did not read. 703. 690. 672.7. 662.3. 649.9. Oh, didn't let that one reset. Try again. 615.5. 612.2. 600.7. 595.6, so we dropped another 6. Back up 592.3. And that was the last shot. So we broke the 700 barrier with the first shot. Well, it would have been the second shot, but the first one was an error. Sorry, camera there. Pretty much everything was in the 600s except for those last couple shots. But I did have a couple errors. Pretty good velocity with the Olympia shot. Not sure how accurate these will be in it, but that's for another video. I just want to do some corny testing outside while it was still warm in the 80s. So pretty decent numbers. Again, I removed the anti-bounce device with a hammer and anti-bounce, and it has improved the velocity quite a bit. More consistent shots. I mean, you're gonna get the CO2 cool down. Yeah, I mean, this is the Crosman 1077. It's the old wood version. I don't think they make these anymore. it does have a really thick piece of wood, and the grip is really pretty. I mean, it has a good thick grip there. Probably not recommended for small hands. It is very chunky piece of wood, but I like it. It's wood, some steel. It does have a dovetail. This is all plastic though, so you won't have to tighten it down very tight, your rings. So maybe I'll scope this and we'll do some accuracy testing here in one of the next videos. Tell you what, we're going to try 12 more of the lead-free 5.5 grain Olympia shot domed. Got 12 more loaded up. Same CO2 cartridge, since I got some CO2 left. So, and okay, we're in the shade. You can see the number. All right. $695.1. $652.5. $654.1. $642.5. $642.3. $630.5. $616.4. Dropping a bit. $614.3. $611.3. $604.5. $589.6 or 8 rather. Watch out, Gizmo. Watch out, buddy. Stay back, kitty. Last shot, I think. $594.4. That was the last shot. So I got 24 shots off the one CO2 cartridge. Most of those were above 600, so not too bad. One thing I did do with these, I took a little silicone oil and put a couple drops in the tin and kind of lubricated them a little bit, just to help them, you know, just maybe a little less friction going out these rifle barrels. So hey, not too bad. Pretty good, decent numbers with these in the Crosman 1077 wood version. Just kind of see how much CO2 we got left. Let me pan out here. Kind of let out slow. Maybe one more magazine. It's not very CO2 efficient, but hey, got 24 good shots with the alloy. There's the hole. So, alrighty, well, let's go wrap up this video. Alright, well, there was some velocity testing with the Crosman 1077 .177 caliber CO2 powered repeating air rifle. This is again the real wood stock version. I do not believe they make these anymore. I did remove the hammer anti-bounce device, which has helped increase the velocities. Again, outside today, 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 degrees Celsius. Pretty good numbers. Actually broke the 700 barrier with the alloy 703, which that first shot would have read. That probably was up there a little bit more, but still, and also good numbers with the lead. I tried 6.9 grain RWS Super H points, 7 grain hobby, and then I tried some 7.9 grain just some daisy flat nose. Respectable numbers all around. So hey, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, and maybe we'll do some accuracy testing with the Crosman 1077 repeat air, as it's called. So see you next time. Thank you for watching.